We are on a very special adventure and are experiencing off-grid life in a dreamy English cottage. And we came to Suffolk, so we are in the east of England, and it's our very first time here. This is Hex Cottage, and it was built as a simple gamekeeper's cottage, probably in 1835. And look at the tree trunk veranda. I've never seen anything like it. That's so special and unique. Also, the bench is beautiful. Hex Cottage is part of the Wilderness Reserve on the Suffolk Park Estate, and we will show you more of that later. We've had this place on our wish list for a couple of years and are so glad that we could make this happen and finally visit. In summertime you can sit outside. Well, not only in summer and springtime. Even now, if there wasn't rain, it would be possible. We even have 2 bikes here, so we're not sure whether we will use them to go to the estate because we have rain in between. We will see. You know what? I really love the blue shade of windows and doors. It looks so great against the red brick, don't you think? I love it. Let me give you a tour. Stepping into the kitchen, and what we have here is an Esse woodburner that controls hot water and the heating as well. It's actually amazing because when we arrived last night, I expected the cottage to be maybe a little bit on the cold side. It wasn't at all. And this is our fridge in inverted commas. So this door is very heavy and it's cast iron. And as you can see, the walls are very, very thick. So our food is in here. And you know what? It's actually, I was so surprised because it really works. The milk is cold, the butter is cold. Well, okay, it's now the end of March, so I don't know how it will be in summertime, but for now it works great, and I like to call it the Mrs. Patmore fridge. The lovely Mrs. Patmore from Downton Abbey. Here is the sink. This is our breakfast and dining area, and you can see we have candles everywhere, and they provide all of the candles, which is so great. So I absolutely love it. It's great. Let's go into the sitting room. There's Joerg. As per usual, he's making a fire.
Hello.
How do you find life without electricity, Joerg?
It's really unusual.
It is.
And strange. And now you feel really like, we're back in time.
Yeah,
100 years.
Yeah.
I think we're blessed to have electricity.
Absolutely. Yeah. Candles everywhere. So this is the sitting room, and we have a lovely sofa here. You can see the walls, and this is not because the cottage is neglected or anything. It was especially done that way to make it look rustic. And also, this is what this place must have looked like when a gamekeeper used to live here. So it gives you the full experience. It's such a great size. It's super cozy. And I think they've done an amazing job in restoring the place and redecorate it. It's so wonderful. The Gothic windows are so unique as well. Also, the floor is quite unique. It's like, those are bricks, I think. The cottage has 4 rectangular rooms. And next door is the bedroom. Isn't it gorgeous? The bed is so comfortable, and we honestly woke up this morning feeling very rested. So we obviously brought 2 torches with us because we don't use the candles at night. When we woke up this morning, we could see pheasants and squirrels having breakfast. It was really magical. I really love the windows because they let in so much light and are such a special feature as well. And we have plenty of storage space as well. So we have 2 chests of drawers here. Another one here. Lovely pictures. Here's actually another fireplace. And here is more storage, so we keep our clothes in here. It's really great. Through here is the bathroom. It has an amazing size, so you can see basically all the rooms have pretty much the same size. So we have a bathtub. Really love the curtains. Here we have a big bench. It's just perfection. They've done such a great job. Although I really love colours, this wouldn't suit the cottage. I think this rustic, it has such a charm, and the rustic character makes it so appealing. It's so calming. It has such a calming effect. Also the curtains. So this is like, yeah, this is linen fabric. And it's absolutely great for this cottage. I just heard the pheasant. I'm wondering if I can spot it, but sadly not, no. Concerning the style of this cottage, now this was built in the so-called classic cottage Orne style. I'm not 100% sure whether you pronounce it Orne or Orne style, but it was developed in the late 18th, early 19th century and is a romanticized vision of the rustic country cottage, often with a thatched roof like we have here, and set in the managed wilderness landscape. So it's an idealized countryside cottage. I think it makes total sense. What I really love is that they have burning pottery as well. So the very same pottery we have at home. This is blue Asiatic pheasant. And it's made in Stoke-on-Trent. There's more of it in here. And the good thing is, because so many of you keep asking about gorgeous china and pottery, and that's the one you can still get. So that's not antique or anything. You can still get it. This is the name. Can really recommend it because it's so timeless. We also arrived to a Victoria sponge cake last night. As you can see, we haven't tried it yet, but we will have a slice in the afternoon. This is the reception. Look at the gorgeous house, and there's also a sweet shop inside, so you'll want to have a look. So this is the shop. It's adorable. You can basically get a lot of things you like, lots of sweets. You've just got some sweets, and we bought some water. It is so cute, I love it. Look, has a fireplace. We took 2 bikes to explore the area a bit. Now what we did when we booked this cottage, I think about 2 months ago, so low season, and we will be staying for 3 nights, we got vouchers. And these vouchers you can use for like renting a car or food for the spa, and we took most of it for food. So you get food delivered here that you only have to warm up, and we just got our dinner delivered. And let's see what it is. It's a bit of a surprise for you because I chose the food. See, this is yours. Venison. We have sprouts, gluten-free bread, potatoes, chocolate mousse, and banoffee. Banoffee cake, or what's it called? So we need to warm it up. So the way this Esse woodburner works, there's wood in the left section, and this is the oven, and we also use this section to warm up meals. Then there are these 2 plates that are constantly warm as long as there is a fire going on. And if you want to fry things or need boiling hot water, you need to put a lot of wood in there, but it totally works. It's great. It's a great thing to have, especially because this thing warms up the entire house, or cottage. That's our dinner sorted, and it looks quite scrumptious, doesn't it?
Yeah, as far as I can see. I can smell it more.
Yeah, it smells very nice. Enjoy.
You too, my love.
You look so dark.
Yeah.
Can you imagine back in the day? Although it can be candlelight, can be quite flattering.
Mhm. Look, in the winter, you had to eat early because of the darkness. In the summertime, you could have more time.
Yeah, yeah. It tastes
Is it
really,
good?
Yeah, it tastes really nice. This is such a unique experience. Sometimes when I go to the next room, I'm about to switch on the light. There isn't any. So you really need to, you have to get used to it so much. There's a pheasant in front of our door. He's probably hungry.
No, he's calling his wife.
How was dinner?
Good. Very good.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have my dessert now, which is the noffee. I've never had that. Never.
No?
No. And Jörg is having his dessert later because we have something really special coming up.
Yeah.
Well, you, because
Yeah.
I will only be watching
Yeah.
and listening.
Yeah, it will be a wine tasting.
Yes.
And is it English wines?
Yes.
Mm.
I think here from the area, actually. So, a sommelier is actually coming to the cottage. And I'm quite excited. So, because I won't be tasting anything, but it will be nice to watch.
Yeah. And the story is telling about the wines.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So probably he can suggest some wine, or I'm sure there will be wines that you will love.
I'm 100% sure.
And get for at home later.
We'll see.
Yes.
So we have 5 different wineries today, which is quite interesting. Sometimes I'll double up, but we have. I very rarely taste the same set of wines because it keeps it interesting for me too. And so English wine, there's about sort of 2,000 hectares of vines now, and that has doubled in the last 5 or 6 years. Routes to market for English wines, really interesting one, because if you're a little winery, and nearly all of the other wines in the UK are imported. So if you're a winery and you make 100,000 bottles a year, you can say, okay, I'll sell direct to restaurants and I'll sell direct to small merchants, but I'll also have an agent that sells to bigger companies for me. And so it's very muddled. Like trying to figure out how to get into the UK is very difficult if you're an English winery. So it's really, really interesting. So it's about sort of 50% Pinot Noir.
How do you like it?
It's really good.
Yeah?
Because it's not too dry.
Complex style of Bacchus.
How did you like that one?
Do you like it?
That's a really good one.
Yeah. So this being a blend of lots of different grape varieties with lots of different components. But Bacchus as the grape is a really interesting grape to use in the UK.
Yeah.
So out of our 2,000 hectares, only about 10% of it's Bacchus. So 200 hectares, give or take. And in Germany, so Bacchus is originally a German grape variety. Sort of parent is Riesling.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We just had breakfast and we will be going on a little road trip with something quite special.
Yes, very special.
But you have to stay tuned for the next video to see it.
Because it will be in it.
Yes. Regarding the wine tasting last night, Jörg, how did you find it?
It was amazing. It was really interesting. I learned a lot about the regional wines, about the English wine industry, and it was just so good.
I think, although I don't drink wine, having it here in this cottage, in candlelight, having an expert here was so special.
Yes.
And yeah, it was about wines here in East Anglia, because
And they've got some really good wines.
Yes, I was about to say, I think you have discovered some new brands, so you can try and get hold of some of the wines, and maybe we can also buy a few bottles for friends.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I can just say, a lot of people think English wine is like vinegar.
Yeah, I know.
But no way.
No way.
They're so good. You've got so good, high quality wines here.
Yes, yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I think it was such a special evening.
Yeah.
So we can really recommend it. I mean, we used a voucher for it, as we said, and it was so worth it.
Yeah.
So
it was a very nice experience.
Yeah. So we obviously don't have electricity here. It can be quite tricky to style one's hair, I must admit. One solution can be to wear a hat, which I do anyway. Yeah, I do enjoy wearing hats. And another helper could be this. So what I did is I brought this wireless hair straightener. It's quite good. It's probably not as good as I would call it full-on hair straightener that you put into a socket, but it does its job. So yeah, that's good. As we just returned from an amazing road trip, we had so much fun, and I can't wait to share more of that in the next video. Although sometimes I think it would be so great to have someone with us who could help us film, because we aren't able to capture everything that we would love to, because it's technically not possible. Still, I hope, well, it just comes across anyway. And sorry about the disheveled look. As I told you this morning, it's so hard to style your hair without electricity. And wearing hats is the perfect option. Also, sometimes I realise it's not the most important thing. And yeah, if my hair is dishevelled, then so be it. And we've been away for, I don't know, about 5 hours, and returning to the cottage, it's still so cosy and warm, which is great. And last night, the sommelier, when he came, he said, it's nice and toasty in here. It's honestly, we've never had a cold second in here. It is so cozy. It's incredible. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I just put on my PJs because I don't know, I was in the mood to do exactly that. Hope that's fine, but I just want to be cozy tonight. Our last tea today here in this cottage makes me sad, because we could easily stay, I think, another 2 weeks. We don't want to leave.
No.
Because quite frankly, I think we found the perfect off-the-grid cottage in England.
Yes, it's warm, it's cozy,
It's so calming.
Yes.
It's incredibly calming. Not only because you don't really have electricity, the colours, the interior.
Yes.
It's amazing.
The candlelight in the evening is just so warm, and it brings you down.
Yes. It has a calming effect on the soul.
Yeah.
It just goes right into your heart.
Yeah. And if you're on your honeymoon, it's so romantic.
Yes. To me, this would be the perfect honeymoon.
Yeah, so we got to get married again.
And why not? And you said last night regarding the candles.
Yes.
Like,
I was thinking, now we had a lot of candles on. And
yes.
It was okay.
Yes.
But think about in the old times when candles were expensive and you only had 1 or 2.
Yes.
How dark it must have been felt in a long winter night.
And people read.
Yeah.
So that must have been really bad for
Tiresome.
the eyes.
I guess I probably would have slept 12 hours because at the time when it's dark, you go to bed and just sleep.
Yeah, really true. But I think the interior, it almost makes me tear because I loved it so much. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm so glad we found this. I think this is my number one cottage we stayed at so far.
Mm.
Yours?
I don't know. I'm not so sure.
All of them aren't big.
No.
So you don't need a huge space. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you like this video and the cottage. As always, we'll see you again very soon. So, until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Goodbye.
The pheasant says goodbye as well. And me too, of course. Bye.
Bye.
You've been amazing. I'm definitely going to miss you.